So I have laid out in front of me a wide selection of files, all the way from needle files to super fine diamond cut files. And I'm just going to give you a run through one at a time real quick and show you what they are. So we'll start with the biggest and baddest. This is a rapid cut or double cut file. It's a 14-inch. I order these from McMaster-Carr, and when you need to remove a lot of material fast on steel that you already have annealed or softened, that is a great one to turn to. This next file is actually a set of 12-inch files from Harbor Freight. If you have good soft annealed steel, these work good. Just for removing bulk material, I try to use these mostly on mild steel. And both of these are flat mill bastard files, and both of them are double cut, which means that they have the teeth running in two directions. The next one I'm going to show you is called a half round file, and you can see that the end of it has a curve on one side, flat on the other side. And this file is for getting into curves on knife handles or rifle stocks, anything that you're working on. And this is also a double cut rough. Next to it, I have a fine file that is a half round. It's double cut, but the teeth are very small, so it is a fine double cut. So after you move from your rough cuts, we have our flat rough cut, our half round rough cut. Next we've got our fine flat file, which is a single cut. That means the teeth only run in one direction on this. And this is great for draw filing, which is where you hold the tang or handle of the file in your left hand, place it flat on the material, and pull it towards you. That's a lot like planing wood. The next I'm going to show you is a double cut rough triangular file. And this is obviously for making a small groove. And I also have a fine triangular file or three-sided file that I use for finishing. The next is a round 12-inch double cut rough rat tail file, which obviously just means it's round and it's tapered. And I have these in a lot of different sizes and finishes. This is a medium cut. And obviously those are for getting into a curved surface like a groove around the tomahawk or something like that. And then next I have a square. This is only like 3/8 of an inch square rough double cut file. And obviously this is for getting into something that's not very wide with a flat on the bottom. And I also have that style of square file in a variety of sizes in medium and fine cut. And then here I have an 8-inch Nicholson fine cut or single cut file. I use that to finish smaller projects where draw filing is required. This is a diamond file. So you have a grid pattern of a medium that has diamond grit embedded into it. And if you have something go awry on a blade that's already hardened, it gets dropped and the tip gets shiny from hitting concrete or anything like that, you can still move material with this diamond cut file. And then next I have some large needle files. I use these for finishing work on triggers, trigger plates, double set triggers, all sorts of things, but they're all fine cut and they're all about a 4-inch file. And there is a square, a half round, a triangular, a flat tapered, a rat tail, and then just a normal flat cut in here as well. And then I actually have more needle files that are a little smaller than that. This is a triangular, a square, and a rat tail. And I actually have them all the way down to the size of sewing needles to get in those tight spots. So just as important as all the files is this. This is a file card, and it's just a very stiff wire brush with short bristles and a handle to clean any chips from whatever material that you are working on at the time out of the teeth of the file. And you use it by, I usually set my file on something sturdy like a piece of wood and just pull it across the teeth, follow the cut of the teeth. So the last thing I'm going to show you is not a file, but a lot of people mistake it for one. This is a rasp. And I don't know if you can see, but I'll give you a close-up. The teeth are much larger and they're raised, And this is for wood removal or anything as soft as wood. So in other words, you could use this on wax or on wood or on plastic, anything like that, but not on metal. This is not made for removing metal, and if you use it on metal, it will dull it right away. But I find these are the best rasp that I've ever used. I order them from woodcraft.com, and it's called a pattern maker's rasp. They sell a number 49 and a number 50 grit, and man, they move wood fast, and you can really control them, and they actually have a little bit of flexibility. Really love them. And I also have a 4-sided rasp that I use quite commonly. You can buy them at any hardware store, Lowe's, Home Depot, and it's a flat side, a half round side with rough and fine cut on either side. A file only cuts in one direction. I see a lot of people that come to take our classes and they're sawing on a file back and forth, and that dulls the file when you pull against the direction that the teeth cut on a hard surface. It actually rolls the cutting edge on all those teeth, and you'll notice that your file will be shiny after that, and that file is no longer sharp, so it is not much good. So always push a file to cut. Never push, pull, or even just pull. It does not work, and it dulls your file. All right, I think that's it. Files and their uses. Thanks for watching.